Quitting your job to focus on your Amazon business can pay off big time, but you know what? It's a risky maneuver. Don't worry, today I'm going to support you through that process by talking to you about my decision and also what other FastTrackFBA users have said. So if you're thinking about quitting your job, stay tuned. This is the video for you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and quite simply, I've been an Amazon arbitrage seller now for 4 years. And quite simply, I'm on a road to do £1 million by the end of 2021. Have a look up there. I'll share a link about my entire journey and what I'm doing. But enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Quite simply, number one, I'm going to go through why might you want to quit your job. Number two, I'll go through the pros and cons of quitting your job. Number three, when is the right time to quit your job. And finally, number four, some top tips for you to take away. First things first, before you make any big decisions, you need to make sure you've got a healthy dose of caffeine in your body. Caffeine in your body, just to help you out. Okay, so first things first, why might you want to quit your job? Well, quite simply, you've been working on your Amazon business as a side hustle and you think you're ready to take it full time. Because you know what, your job is probably just causing you a lot of hassle, you're not really enjoying it, or maybe it's costing you time and money and you're thinking that would be better spent focusing on your business, growing that business, obviously improving the revenue and the profits. It's just going to make it way more justifiable for you to focus on your business rather than in your job. Now, the other one as well is especially managing an Amazon business. While Amazon do such an amazing job at the customer service, there's so many opportunities to buy. And if you're even growing with the likes of VAs, for example, I've got 6 in my Amazon business. Quite simply, it does take a while to manage it and to get it right. It takes a lot of time to invest. So you can focus on getting your business right, managing it effectively and growing quicker. Now, I still remember it to this day, the time I quit my job to actually focus on my business full time. Now, quite simply, I just moved to London and I'd probably been working like 6 months in a charity part-time. I was doing like a building manager role. And I did that because I always knew I wanted to build a business, but I needed some form of income just to support me. But quite simply, I got to the point whereby, probably wouldn't say it was the best decision, but I went, you know what, it's now or never. I need to put a date in the diary, draw a line in the sand that either I go full time and make this business work and really focus on it, or I don't do it at all. For me, that was quite an interesting decision and probably not the best reasoning to do it and not the most logical way. And hopefully today I'll share with you some better experience. But for me, it was kind of like, you know what, JFDI man, I just need to get this business going. I need to focus on it full time. I'm going to quit my job. So I probably did it quite emotionally. I got it quite a bit of a reaction. But hopefully today, if you're going through that same journey, I'm going to support you in maybe making the right decision that's going to help you out in making that decision better. Maybe not so much that I did. Okay, so you just heard from me. I said I quit my job on pretty much a JFDI, just do it. And quite simply, that was me like saying, I need to get this done. I need to stop working in my work and I need to focus on my business. That was my reaction, quite emotional. But I want to ask you the question, when do you think is the right time to quit your job to focus on your Amazon business? Maybe you are there now, maybe you've been through it already, or maybe you are thinking about this now or in the future. Let me know down in the comments, when do you think is the right time to quit your job to focus on your Amazon business? I want to hear what you're saying. Okay, so the next thing I'll talk about are, we should look at both sides of the equation. What are the pros of quitting your job and what are the cons? But first of all, let's focus on the pros. Okay, so first things first. Quite simply, by quitting your job allows you to focus on your business a lot more. When you're working, you've got other things you're thinking about, maybe other worries, maybe having to work late at work. Quite simply, by focusing on your business all the time, putting all your energy into that, just allows you to do so much more. I'm a big believer in you can only make a certain number of decisions per day. And quite simply, making all these decisions in your business can just help you. So quite simply, focusing on that business is going to really help you out. Now, the other one is quite simply, because of the very nature of Amazon, we pretty much work at home. We'll probably we'll have a warehouse we'll work from. It's easy. It makes it simple. I don't have to commute to work. I don't have to deal with all the travel. I can just wake up, get on, maybe jump on the computer, do some ordering, and then do some prepping in the evening and get some shipments sent out. Really, really simple, working from the comfort of my own home. Now, the other one, which I'll probably say about a pro to just quitting your job and working on your Amazon business, and I'm a big, big believer of this, your time is your most important asset. And you know what? Your time is money. The more time you can spend on the business, the more money you can make. And that's pretty much uncapped. It's just about how efficient you can become. And quite simply, you can just keep growing your business. Time is money and super important. And the more time you spend working for someone else is less time you're going to be getting for yourself and growing that business. And I also like to think, my God, for every hour I invest in my business growing that's going to pay me long term, not just immediately. It's going to pay me over the next couple of years as well. I'm building better systems, better processes. In my job, that's just an hour, time for money. That's it. So really big con there. Your time is valuable and it's your most important asset. Oh, and I forgot to mention, obviously your time you spent in your job is time you could be making money in your business. So it can be that your job is actually costing you money. Really important, that one too. Okay, what are the cons behind doing this? Well, quite simply, there's uncertainty. Business is inherently risky. I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but it might be something like 4 out of 5 businesses go bust after 2 years. Something like that. It's like 80% of all businesses fail after 2 years or don't make it to the 2-year mark. Now, quite simply, business is uncertain and you don't have guaranteed income like you do with a job. It's not a fixed amount per month that you can bank on. You are the creator of your own destiny. You reap what you sow. And you know what? You can't guarantee you're going to make those sales because there's so many factors involved. So certainly uncertainty in your income. Now, the other one is, unfortunately, we don't live for free. We have a cost of living. Food costs money, all the bills cost money, rent costs money. We want to go out and enjoy ourselves sometimes. It all costs money. Where does that money come from? Well, quite simply out of the business. And as a result, taking money from the business is just going to slow the growth of the business down. We all know in this game, it's about capital, and reinvesting that money, the capital, into your business is going to help you grow quicker. So the more money you're taking out of your business, the slower your growth will be. So quite simply, it's going to slow your growth down. It's going to cost you because the capital requirements of supporting you in your business. Okay, so on this super important question, when is the right time to quit your job? Well, quite simply, I don't know the exact answer, but what we can do is ask the people, the members of FastTrackFBA Facebook group, quite simply because they are Amazon sellers and a lot of them are full-time sellers and they've been doing this for a long time. So we ask that very important question, when is the right time to quit your job, in our Facebook group? And quite simply, I'm going to share the results with you now. So have a look around here, I will share those results. So if you have a quick look at this, what you can see is that the majority of the people are saying when your profits are twice your salary. Now, I think that's a really important thing. And I'd probably say, just from my understanding of this, is to say why? Well, quite simply because you're going to have to take money out of your business to pay for you. We talked about that in the cons. But quite simply, your business still needs to keep growing. So if you've got profits of twice your salary, well, you can take your equivalent salary out, maybe a bit less if you're willing to live off less, and also as well still keep reinvesting in the business. If you were going to take all the profits from your business wouldn't grow because you're taking all the money you're making out. So your business is in a flat line. But by taking only half of the profits out, it will still grow, not as quickly, but obviously you'll still be able to survive and focus on your business. It's going to be helpful. Now, the other interesting one, which I will say, is if you look at the second response, is there is no direct answer. They decided when to make it happen. I did it. I was like, oh my God, I'm out of here. I'm so quitting my job. I just need to make it happen. A bit more dangerous, a bit more risky, but you know what? Entrepreneurialism, running businesses, we are quite risky. We will take risks in life, but make sure you've got the drive to focus through, because running your business, doing this full time, scary. So super interesting there. And quite a lot of people said, you know what, nothing related to any metrics. I just did it. Same with me. It doesn't mean it's the right way. It's got to be right for you. That's the thing that I'd say. Okay, so one thing I do want to say is the majority of FastTrackFBA users quite simply said, if you want to quit your job, you need to be making sure that your profits are twice your salary. Now, really important thing to think about. To get there, you need to obviously make the profits. Before that, you need to get the revenue, sales. And before that, in order to get that, you need to be buying stock. Now, quite simply, this leads me really nicely on to FastTrackFBA leads. Maybe you're just starting, maybe you've already been selling on Amazon for some time. Quite simply, what do we all need in our business? You, me, and everyone else. We need deals to buy and resell on Amazon. Quite simply, have a look at FastTrackFBA Leads. This is a service I created whereby we've got a team of VAs sourcing 7 days a week, finding all the deals, USA, UK, by simply putting them onto our web application. You can browse through every single deal, looking at all the metrics, all the information about that deal, and you get to pick and choose the deals that you like. And once you're ready, then you can see the supplier and the ASIN. You basically just buy the deals that are going to work for your business and nothing else. Hey, even if you're a new seller, we have a unique ability to filter and show you deals that are ungated for new sellers. That's just going to help you grow your business quicker. Check it out, FastTrackFBA Leads down below. Okay, so that leads me quite nicely onto top tips. Well, what top tips can I share with you? Let's go through them now. Okay, first things first, this is a business. It's not an exact science. You are going to be figuring out a lot as you go. And I think the one thing to really highlight from you, mistakes are going to happen. Things are going to go wrong. Do not expect this to be plain sailing. It just doesn't happen. The very nature of entrepreneurialism, business leaders, business owners, is that every day we are managing problems, solving problems. That is just what we do. So take it in your stride, enjoy the process. It's going to be hard, mistakes will happen, but it's the very nature of running your business. Plan for them, learn from them, and improve your business and get better as yourself. I'd probably also really recommend that you have savings. So quite simply, by having savings in your bank account allows you to weather the storm if anything happens. I've talked about it time and time again. Amazon is an amazing opportunity, but you do only have one customer. And quite simply, sometimes you get suspended, sometimes things go wrong. If you want to see more, check out the dark side of Amazon video up there where I talk about that as well. But have some savings so if something does go wrong, you've got some money to survive on while supporting that business, getting it back on track. Now, another top tip I'll share with you is always be looking to save costs. You hear it time and time again throughout all the YouTube videos. You need this software, you need to do this service, you need to do this. It's all buy, sell, sell, sell. Quite simply, it's your job to make profits. Profits are revenue minus costs. Sales minus costs equals profits. You want to maximize those costs, or maximize those profits, so make sure you're cutting down those costs. For me and my business, every single month, I do a full P&L review. I check every single one of my costs, and we will trim those costs out if we don't need them. Really recommend that for you. Now, I just talked about costs, but I also talk about maximizing additional opportunities. Growing the revenue, definitely great, but also with the amount of stock that you're buying, there's some additional things you can do. What is it? Cashback. Grow that cashback, maximize that cashback is going to make such a difference. I'll drop a link up here to an ultimate cashback strategy video that I created that's just going to help you understand the optimal way to maximize that cashback. Pretty much every single month, I'm making over £1,000 worth of cashback every single month. That's just incredible, and that's additional money in addition to the profit we're generating in the business. That's something you too can do as well. Now, I will also add on there, know your numbers. And what do I mean by this? Accounts, understand what your figures are showing you and what they're telling you, know your numbers. I cannot begin to tell you the sheer number of people I've spoken to, Amazon sellers who are doing massive revenues, and when you ask them how much profit you're making, they don't know. Quite simply for you guys, you are not here to make sales. Sales are nice, but they are not what you're here to make. You're here to make profits. Profits is the reason we do the Amazon business, so make sure you're tracking that number, not the sales. As they say, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity. Know your numbers. And I'll leave you with my final top tip. Always be learning. Quite simply, even at my time in Amazon 4 years, I do not know all the answers and I'm learning so much. And you know what? The Amazon marketplace is just changing all the time. So I can't know the answers. So quite simply, you've always got to have the mindset, I don't know, I've got to be learning. Maybe you're going to see someone else has got a deal that you're like, how are they doing this? That's impossible. They must be losing money. Quite simply ask the question, if they are making money, how will they be making money? Because they may know something you don't, and just by challenging yourself to learn something new, it's going to really help you out. Always be learning. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed that, and if you have, give me a big thumbs up, and hey, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. What I'm going to do is share a video around here of how much money you need to start selling on Amazon, so do check that out, it's going to really help you. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.